Lamar Jackson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, here's Lamar. His first throw is an interception. Picked off Cam Hart. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completes this one to Rice. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert now off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Jackson to throw it. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down right along the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
What is it? Shut up!
Now Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now it's Lamar. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. The rookie from Michigan State has it. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got...
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
His return starts at the 5. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Now Jackson off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but... Took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Jackson now on third. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught in stride by Rice. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Off the end zone and out. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Koo able to put it through. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action. Here's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
Middle. Cut.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Benson's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Herbert on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st down throw for Jackson. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an LA first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hits him on the out route. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 6. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. The home team sends Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Baltimore. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports half. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll run here on first down. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Herbert. That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Back now, pressure on its way. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And they bring him down around the 34. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. He's contained at the line for no gain. Adisa Isaac stops him there. Nothing for them on the play, and it leaves them in a rough spot. 3rd and 15. Herbert. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Koo able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Plowing up the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the well again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Jackson now on 3rd. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Offense to the line for second down. One of the tight ends motioning right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's a short gain of 1. And the Chargers will have a first. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Left side, it's caught by Rice. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Irving here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Walker going in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Option design here. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. This set of downs starts with an option right. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Option give here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Right. Go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
This reeled in by Benson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. So this one